Welcome back to another 3 Bourbon Years. Today we are reviewing our top 5 whiskeys of 2022. And this was a challenging feat for us. We actually just got done trying our so-called top 5 and
we got a few fist fights, but you know, that's fine.
Couple black eyes over there.
Black eyes. We had to replace some of the drywall in here.
Yeah.
But it got done.
Yeah. So Taylor, I guess, what are our parameters for...
Our parameters are just any allocated bourbon or rye that we found and actually bought ourselves in 2022.
That was released, yeah.
If that was released, it had to be an allocated product that was released in 2022, and we actually had to buy it ourselves. Yep. So it couldn't be something that we tried from someone else, a sample or anything like that. It was whiskey that we actually found ourselves at a store and purchased.
And I'm not gonna lie, we were pretty fortunate with some of the finds that we got last year. So
2022 was a big year.
We actually had a lot of options for this, yeah. It was interesting.
What's number 5?
Yeah, let's just jump right into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Actually, before we do though, please don't forget to like this video. Also subscribe, it really helps the channel out. It helps us gather more bottles and improve our studio and audio quality and everything. So if you could just help us out and drop a like and a comment, that'd be really helpful.
I was gonna say, Mitch just had his second kid, so
this kid needs it more than anybody.
He needs
right
it,
now.
so help him out.
Yes, it's good to be back. I hope you guys like the new digs. We haven't. It's our second.
Yeah, if you didn't see the last video,
it's a little different.
New studio,
new studio, new audio, new a little bit of everything. New Mitch.
It's known as this is known as Helm's Deep.
Yeah,
around the Bourbon Years. So
I already forgot that we called it Helm's Deep.
Welcome to Helm's Deep.
Yeah.
You're safe here with us, right?
Yes.
The orcs outside, or sorry, the Urukai outside.
We got the door locked. Don't worry, we're good.
All right, so number 5.
Number 5.
This is controversial.
This
Even for us.
This before you
want to show this.
Yeah, I mean
they already see it,
but
it's out there.
For me, this was probably the craziest whirlwind of story around a bourbon that happened all year.
Right.
You had Midwinter Night's Dram that obviously always releases, you know, every October. It's a huge deal, but then they come out with all these like symbolic messages of like, are they getting rid of Midwinter Night's Dram?
You thought it was going away.
It's called the ENCORE, yeah.
They came out with, we saw a trademarked registration for Midwinter Night's Dram, the ENCORE. Does that mean this is the last year? We didn't know what was happening.
Right.
Well, we found out that they released 2 Midwinter Night's Drams.
Yep.
The normal
Act 1, Scene 1, ENCORE.
Yep.
So
and then ENCORE as well. So.
And then another great part of the story, if you haven't seen our review of these bottles already, Ethan was able to he had a source.
We'll drop a link in the
in Salt Lake City, right? Or
Park City.
Park City. Yep. Sorry, right? Park City, where he was actually able to snag us all bottles, and he surprised us with them on camera.
Yeah,
so,
he said we weren't able to get them, and then he just showed up with them.
Pretty cool.
Yeah,
and it was amazing.
So this bottle in particular, though, we enjoyed a lot more than the regular Act 10. So the ENCORE,
that's why it's on this list.
Was one that we really enjoyed. We wanted to include a finished product, right? So something finished in secondary casks.
Yep.
And I think that this was probably the best one that we tried this year. A lot of people hated on it this year, to be honest. A lot of Whiskey Tube people really didn't enjoy them. And when they tried both of them, a lot of them picked Act 10 over the ENCORE. We were the exact opposite.
Yep.
We thought this tasted a lot like Act 9, which we
this was more in line with 9 that we liked.
Yeah.
But we know that the price point in this left a very salty taste in a lot of people's mouths.
And it's distiller only, which is cool, but it's very hard to get.
The price will pucker your rear end.
To
say the
least. Yeah.
So this comes at 5. Do we want to talk about it really quick?
Yeah, let's just run down quick. So
I personally, like, before we get into it, like, branding is a huge factor, right? Like, this is a little bit different than the regular Midwinter Night's Dram. You've got the copper writing on it. The label's awesome. For me personally, the nose on this is absolutely, the best way I could describe it is like wicked.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you smell it and you're like, that doesn't smell like a bourbon. Yeah. To me, it smells like heavy cocoa powder, like almost hot chocolate in like a mug with marshmallows. Really weird, but fitting for the winter.
Fitting, yeah.
I was even getting some buttered popcorn earlier today. So
I got black licorice.
It brings you through the runner. The reason it's number 5 though for us, I think, was because there isn't too much of a finish there. It doesn't have like every single aspect. It's really good, and the nose is really great, but the palate just, it doesn't really quite live up to that nose.
I wrote down underwhelming in all caps because it just,
the
nose is great. It tastes great up front, and then it just like kind of dies fairly quick, and it just it's underwhelming. So
and that $150 just
for $150, you got to be on.
Chokes you out.
Yeah,
So we sound like we're taking a dump on this bottle right now, but it is good.
Still great.
It still made our top 5. Clearly, we love it,
yeah.
you know. But
It's good whiskey, but yeah, we want
There's
to
better.
the finished product.
Yeah.
So
So I'll leave this here because number 1 for them will be right here. So
all
there's
right,
5.
what is next?
Number 4.
Number 4
This-
is gonna be.
This one
surprised us.
surprised us.
It's this one I was able to get from a random store. Actually, I popped in and they had it, and we were all not a huge fan of Larceny. You know, we kind of cast it aside. We were more into the Elijah Craig barrel proofs, I think, at least
Yeah.
at one point.
Absolutely.
And so we had one of these, I think, that we tried, and we were meh about it.
the
and-
B5.
The one I had, yeah.
B521, right?
Yeah, something like that.
And it was good. I mean, but this one, so if you hadn't seen our video, I think we did it like a couple weeks ago.
The blind.
We did the blind with 2 of these Larceny ones. One was 21 and one was 22. And then we did the same thing with Elijah Craig. And this one, like, we all picked number 1.
Yeah.
Something
Wasn't even
about it.
close,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's got like a little bit of everything. It's got that cherry, vanilla.
Yeah, to me, the flavors are just super potent on this, and that was why it actually beat out Midwinter Night's Dram.
There's more going on.
Yeah, it's just like there's just more there to it. Like if I were to pick one of these off the shelf, like I'm gonna choose this one every single
Well,
time.
and that's $55.
right.
That's
the other thing.
$55. It's more available.
And you can find, you can
They're
find
everywhere, right?
it's
We see
just-
them all the
it's-
time.
Yeah, it's and you got 3 different variants of that.
It's a good bottle of whiskey. The one that we have in particular is the A122. It's 124 proof, so 62.2% alcohol. Yeah, great bottle. The Larceny's came out swinging this year. It's a weeded product that's barrel proof. I mean, you can't go wrong.
And the last thing I will say is, I think 3 of us are collectively in agreement when it comes to Heaven Hill. This is what we're looking for right now.
Yes.
Is Larceny barrel proofs.
Yep.
Elijah Craig barrel proofs.
They've kind of been shaky for us.
They've been shaky.
honestly.
We've had a decent one, an okay
good.
one.
They're hit or miss.
But nothing.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Nothing
we've had a
that
bad
blows
one.
out of the
Yeah.
water, right? Nothing that's stunned us. Right?
So for Heaven Hill, go for Larceny's
yeah.
barrel proofs.
I like one last thing while he's grabbing the other bottle.
Yeah.
Is that it's very hard to find barrel proof weeders.
Yes,
It is.
That's a good
And
point.
so this being such a cheap offering is one reason that I love it. So just wanted to throw that in there.
Number 4. So what's number 3?
Number 3. Dude, we're gonna take so much flack for the bottles we're picking right now. We're picking Midwinter Night's Dram. People hated it.
Yeah.
We're gonna pick this for number
Dude,
3.
people like this one.
People liked it, but other people
It's
hated
still
on
top
it.
5. It's still top
mixed.
5. They're
So-
not.
We're not saying
Yeah.
it's the best. We're
Our
just
number,
saying it's,
our number 3 pick, right? CALUMET 16. If you watch our review of this, we fell in love with this
We were
bottle
geeking.
real quick.
Yeah.
we thought it would be number 1, like no questions.
Talk
Yeah.
about
When we did that video,
that's true.
yeah, we were all like, "Oh,
Surprised
this
it landed
is
at number 3 actually, but
Well, I'll start. So the big thing with this is a cherry cola bomb. You know, with
Definitely.
not over the top, but a very good mature oaky flavor to it. That 16-year, like every single ounce of this on the nose, on the palate, on the finish, everything is oaky, mature. You get it.
yeah.
For me, we placed this 3 just because like it's very good. You got the cherry cola again, but the finish isn't as like long and extravagant as I was hoping for. It's great. It's long. But it like compared to the other 2 that we have coming, it just fell short slightly. So
I really liked that this one had that roller coaster feel.
Yeah.
It was very tough for me between this one and our number 2, which we'll get in a second. But
I'll agree.
Yeah, Mitch actually disagreed with Ethan
I
and I
did.
on our number 2, number 3 picks, so we had to have a tiebreaker. Ethan ended up being the tiebreaker and ended up picking our number 2.
and I don't disagree with it in
Yeah.
the long run. I mean, they're both really good, but I just this one just gave me that roller coaster feel where it ends with the tobacco, it starts with the cherry, you get the oaky. It's very textured.
A great tobacco finish.
Very, very good bottle to pick up. Definitely recommend.
Totally worth it. What do we pay for this bottle? Can't remember the stickers on it.
130.
$133.99.
So she's pricey,
Yeah.
but I think it's worth.
I think
One of the
that
few
price.
where I'm not scared of that price. I'm
No,
like, if you
This
see a 16,
way worth it than this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
150 to 130. This does
Yeah.
a hell of a lot more for that
And
price.
we've seen some of these. So
Yeah, and this is
You
more.
can actually kind
available.
of find it. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
number 4. This is
Number
Number
two?
two.
or sorry, number 2.
Number 2.
We're jumping down.
So before you show it, this has been
Fanboy
labeled.
alert.
This has been labeled our dark horse, and we didn't want. I don't know how to describe this without like it being offensive. Like we didn't want this bottle to win because we're such fans of it. Is that the best way to say it?
Right.
Like we love this bottle, and we don't want our bias to.
We don't want to come.
We don't want you guys to think that we're biased.
We want to come across as authentic.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But we compared it.
You know what? We bought this bottle with our own money, though.
Yeah.
This wasn't one of the bottles that they gave us.
Yeah.
So we can honestly say this
Yeah.
is true.
No.
This is
good
integrity,
point.
right?
Good point.
Yeah. Stellum Black Rye.
And the original, just plain
original
straight up
plain
black rye.
Jane Rye.
I got this one from online. So if you're watching this video, like
retail,
you know, I would very much like to try one of these. Boom, stellum.com, pick up a black rye right now. You can. It's $100. It's not, you know, cheap, and I think they do $20 shipping, but you know,
but you can get it.
It's ranked number 2 for us. Clearly, we love it. So
It's good whiskey, man.
It's very
It's
good.
really good. Good.
That's
rye.
what I'm drinking right now.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Stellum Black Rye. The nose on this is absolutely incredible. Like light, my notes, aromatic, citrus, like pops of like, I could just sit for a half hour and smell it. Like it's.
I was getting almost like a light perfumey, but
Yeah.
like in a good way, not like
Yeah.
overpowering.
Yeah.
Like sniffing a bunch of flowers, walking through a field, or
The thing with Stellum, if you don't know about them, they're a barrel craft spirits product. They're the masters of blending, and I think that's what really speaks to this bottle is you're getting master blenders that are taking Indiana, Kentucky, and Tennessee whiskeys and just
Putting them all
making
together.
this beautiful bouquet. So
You know, and we really loved the standard edition of the rye. We thought it was it was a knockout.
Very bang
It was
for
a
your buck.
knockout rye.
yeah.
Then we tried this, and this took it to a whole new level. When they're introducing those older, aged, and more sophisticated barrels,
yep.
it really made a difference. And you know, this whiskey in particular is just, for me, I thought that it brought out sweet flavors. It brought out like fresh and dark at the same time, so you kind of get just this contrast going on in the nose. So it just has just this, I don't know, this crazy nose and then crazy finish.
That are
all at the
kind of
same time.
opposite. Like
yeah,
we were talking about like a lot of dark fruits and that spice and cinnamon and black pepper come through.
it's so well rounded. It's
Yeah.
got a little bit of everything to it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it drinks delicate, yet has like little
This
points that you can
darkness.
focus on.
yeah.
I think so. One of the things is this bottle. So this bottle is the regular offering, just aged and blended differently,
Yep.
and they're going to keep this going forward. And I just want to be clear on that, so people know when they're like, wait, this is the 2022.
Yeah.
This came out
In
for the
2022.
first time in 2022. It's going to be continued going forward.
Right.
But when we went through everything, we thought it's appropriate to throw this in now.
Yeah.
But that's it. It'll never get put in another release again because it'll just become a regular
Right.
release
Yeah.
going forward.
So that's number 2.
And now
And,
our best whiskey of 2022 that we were able to get. Do we do a drum roll?
If you follow our channel, you understand.
You already know this.
This is without a doubt the Bourbonier's favorite line as of the last 2 years. It could change. We don't know what's going to happen next year, but
We need to get a birthday bourbon.
We
Seriously.
really do, yeah.
Woodford Reserve
Bravo
Masters
Farm, yeah.
Collection 2022 version.
Yeah, if we had done a 2021,
I bet it would.
Masters Collection would have won the 2021 because Ethan
Yep.
scored a bottle of that,
Yep.
and we tried it on our channel. You can go check out the review, but that was unbelievable whiskey. This is unbelievable whiskey, and it knocks pretty much everything we've tried this year out of the water.
What doesn't this
So.
bottle do?
It's
I mean,
everything.
It hits on every note. The sweet notes, the spicy notes. It's got the perfect proof. It's all throat burn. You know, you don't get that mouth burn. No ethanol.
This is like your sister. It's a 4.0 GPA student.
I was like, what are you? Where are we going? Where are we going with this?
Literally from the minute you pour it into a glass until you finish your glass, everything is a plus plus. It has the nose, it has the legs, it has the look, it has the taste, the finish. Across the board, you get everything from classic bourbon notes to just like deep, rich, like undescribable flavor that I've never gotten in any other bottle this year and last year's bottle.
It just it's the complete package.
Yeah.
If you're looking, I mean, and the best part about these is okay, they're $130, right? This one's 118 proof, right? Last year's was 128 proof, so you're getting that amped up proof level.
Yep.
It doesn't drink that hot, right? It's pretty easy. There's no throat burn really. It's
Yeah, I mean, it hits the most in the throat, but it's not like it burns it. It
No.
just
it drinks under its proof
enjoyable.
point.
it's like a 90 proof. It's unbelievable.
It's good whiskey.
Yeah.
The bottle's cool. It's a German hand grenade.
It's just awesome.
It's like
Yeah.
syrup. I think of it as like a bottle of syrup.
Yeah.
It's Mrs. Buttersworth.
He's right.
This is the only bottle, dare I say, that I would go $200, take my money. You know what I mean? Like,
And not care about it at all.
And
Yeah.
not care, not be like,
You know you're gonna enjoy it. You know you're not gonna be afraid to open it, and you know you're gonna enjoy every drop.
I have buyer's remorse. I love this bottle. I think it's great.
It's not worth
$150.
$150.
I have buyer's remorse. I would pay $99.99 for that all day long. $150,
I think that's
$55 worth it. $130, it's good.
it's high. It's probably worth $100.
It's probably worth it. $100
$100,
easily worth it. This, you want $200, even though it's not retail. It's 130-ish retail.
What's that? It's 200. I'll take 2.
Right.
That's me.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
It's that good. So
Yeah.
if you see it,
Pick it up. If you can
Shut
pay
up
for
and
it.
take my money. Is that from Futurama?
Yeah. All right.
well,
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. It helps us out a lot. And hope you like our top 5 of 2022. What are your top 5?
oh,
What are you?
what's the last thing you pointed out about these bottles?
Oh, so
This is
completely accidentally,
right.
We realized that we kind of picked one of each category
We
for
covered
this.
all the bases.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we covered a finished, we covered a weeder, we covered
And high
high
age.
age,
statement.
we covered a rye, and just
Classic bourbon.
classic bourbon, you know, a batch proof bourbon. So we thought that was pretty cool. Completely accidentally.
Yeah.
We
One for
just
each
noticed that
category.
today.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Otherwise,
All for one and one for all.
Cheers.
Cheers.